Today, we're diving into a super important topic for all ChatGPT users out there: how to fine tune your prompts to get the best responses from ChatGPT. Whether you're using ChatGPT for writing, research, or just for fun, knowing how to craft your prompts can make all the difference. Let's get started. So, the first thing to understand is that the quality of your prompt directly impacts the quality of the response you get from ChatGPT. Here are some key tips and tricks to help you fine tune your prompts. Tip number one: be clear and specific. Ambiguous or vague prompts often lead to ambiguous or vague responses. Let's see an example right here. So here I typed in, "Tell me about history." There we go. Then we'll see how ChatGPT would generate based on what I put in my input right here. As you can see, this prompt is too broad, and the response reflects that. Now, let's make it more specific. So let me say right here in my input, let's say, "Tell me about the history of the Roman Empire from 27 BC to AD 476. For this prompt, this has more details for ChatGPT to understand right here. But we'll see how it responds with this. See the difference? The more specific your prompt, the more targeted and useful the response will be. Tip number two: provide context. ChatGPT can generate better responses when it understands the context of your query. Let's look at an example. For instance, let's say I have my prompt here: explain the concept of relativity. Look specific based on what I'll be asking with it. But how would ChatGPT provide us from this? This response is okay, but it can be improved with more context. Why not add a bit more from this prompt, like explain the concept of relativity, then we add to a high school student who is just starting to learn about physics. Here are more details right here. Then we'll see how it goes with this prompt that I just adjusted. So, as you'll see right here, by providing context, you help ChatGPT tailor its response right here to your needs. If you find this video helpful so far, please consider subscribing to help YouTube algorithm show my video to other ChatGPT nerds like us. Tip number three: use examples. Examples can help clarify what you're asking for and guide ChatGPT to give better responses. For instance, we could ask with this prompt, let's say, write a short story. What kind of story you might say? Exactly. Though, let's see how ChatGPT would respond. See, a generic prompt like this can yield a generic response. But watch what happens when we include an example. So let's say, write a short story about a detective solving a mystery in a small town, similar to Agatha Christie. Let's see if ChatGPT would understand more clearly. As you'll see, this way, the story becomes more targeted and engaging, just like how Agatha Christie masterfully crafts her mystery novels. Including an example can greatly improve the relevance and quality of the response. With this, specifying the genre and setting helps ChatGPT understand the style and context you're aiming for. Tip number four: Set the tone and style. If you need a response in a particular tone or style, be sure to specify that in your prompt. Now let's see how ChatGPT would respond to this simple prompt here. Let's see, write an email. Here we go. Now let's see the results. See, this is pretty basic. It lacks any specific tone or style, which makes it sound bland and impersonal. Now, let's add some detail. We could make this prompt more descriptive, like write a formal email, then to a potential client introducing our new product line. Now we send this over and see how it would process with this new prompt. So notice how the response is now more polished and professional. Specifying the tone and style helps ChatGPT understand exactly what you're looking for. But we can go even further. Now let's move on to another example. Let's say we put in this prompt here, write a casual email to a friend about our weekend plans. There we go. Notice the shift in tone with this. Let's see what ChatGPT provides. See the difference? By setting the tone to casual, the email now reads like a friendly message rather than a formal communication. It feels more natural and personal. Remember, setting the tone and style is crucial. It guides ChatGPT to generate responses that match your desired mood and voice, making your outputs more impactful and relevant. Tip number 5. Iterate and refine. Sometimes you might not get the perfect response on the first try. Don't be afraid to tweak your prompt and try again. Each iteration helps you get closer to the perfect response. It's all about refining your approach. For example, let's start with the basic prompt. Let's say, create a marketing plan for a new product. There we go. Then we hit send and see the results from this prompt right here. So here we go. Well, this initial response is okay, but it's quite general. Now, let's refine it by adding more details to the prompt. Then, let's see how it improves with the results. See, it's currently processing with the data that ChatGPT. There we go. So, now this prompt would be also, you can either send in a new prompt through this message input right here, or here's an alternative way to do this. You can just scroll up, going up, leading to the previous message that you just sent right here. Then you can just edit your message like so. Then we tweak in a bit of our prompt. Let's say create a detailed marketing plan for launching a new eco-friendly water bottle, targeting young professionals in urban areas. So let's see how this would improve the results. So as you can see, notice how adding specifics about the product and target audience improves the response? It's really cool, but we can refine it even further by specifying the types of marketing strategies we're interested in. As you can see, here's how ChatGPT that improved, how it generated based on the prompt that you tweaked in. Looks cool, right? Go. The metrics and evaluation. That's correct. Again, you can either add a new prompt right here and send it over, or you can just scroll up and go towards the previous message, then edit it in. And let's see how we can tweak it. Like, go. Create a detailed marketing plan for launching a new eco-friendly water bottle, targeting young professionals in urban areas with a focus on social media and influencer marketing. See? Now let's hit send once again. See how much more tailored and actionable the response is now? See how detailed it is? Each refinement makes the output more aligned with our goals. It's important to keep tweaking until you get exactly what you need. It is a process after all, but it's worth the effort to get the best possible results from ChatGPT. And there you have it. 5 tips to fine tune your ChatGPT prompts and get the best possible responses.